Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel which is explore yourself, banking and general knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Tithi, Nakshatra, days of the year, and important birth and death anniversaries of 12th February 2026, Thursday, Bengali date, 29 माघ 1432. As per Beni Madhavchal Pondita, today's Tithi is Krishna Dasami and up to 1200 hours and after that Krishna Ekadashi. Today's Nakshatra is Jyeshta Nakshatra and up to 1344 hours and after that Mula Nakshatra. Today is 43rd day of the year. There are then 322 days left in 2026. Today is 7th Thursday of 2026. Today is Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati Jayanti. Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati Jayanti is observed to commemorate the birth of the great social reformer, Vedic scholar and founder of the Arya Samaj, who dedicated his life to the revival of Vedic values and rational thinking in Indian society. On this day, people remember his powerful message of back to the Vedas, his firm opposition to social evils such as superstition, caste discrimination, and blind rituals, and his strong advocacy of education, women's rights, and social equality. His teachings emphasized truth, moral living, and self-reliance, inspiring generations to embrace reform, nationalism, and spiritual clarity. The Jayanti serves as a reminder of his enduring contributions to India's social, cultural, and intellectual awakening. Today is Hag Day. Hag Day is celebrated on 12th February as a warm and meaningful occasion to express love, care, and emotional connection through the simple yet powerful act of a hug. It highlights how a genuine embrace can communicate comfort, trust, and reassurance beyond words, strengthening bonds between partners, friends, and family. In today's fast-paced world, Hug Day reminds us to pause, be present, and share affection that nurtures emotional well-being, reduces stress, and spreads positivity. A heartfelt hug on this day becomes a symbol of closeness, empathy, and human connection. Today is Red Hand Day. Red Hand Day, observed on 12th February, is a global awareness day dedicated to opposing the use of children as soldiers and to promoting their rights to safety, education, and a peaceful childhood. The day symbolizes a collective stand against violence and exploitation, marked by red handprints that represent a firm no to child recruitment in armed conflicts. Red Hand Day calls upon governments, organizations, and individuals to protect children from war, ensure the rehabilitations, and uphold international commitments to end the use of child soldiers, reminding the world that every child deserves a future free from fear and violence. Today is Darwin Day. Darwin Day, observed on 12th February, celebrates the birth of Charles Darwin and honors his contributions to science, especially the theory of evolution by natural selection. The day promotes scientific thinking, curiosity, and the importance of evidence-based knowledge in understanding life on Earth. Darwin Day also encourages open inquiry, education, and respect for science as a tool to improve human knowledge and societal progress, reminding us of the enduring impact of Darwin's ideas on biology and modern thought. Civic National Plum Pudding Day. National Pudding Day, celebrated on 12th February, marks the traditional day when families historically prepared plum pudding in anticipation of Christmas. Rooted in Old English customs, the day symbolizes togetherness, patience, and festive preparation, as the pudding was often made weeks in advance to allow its flavors to mature. Today, National Plum Pudding Day is observed by honoring culinary heritage, enjoying traditional desserts, and remembering the cultural significance of time-honored food traditions passed down through generations. Today is National Productivity Day. National Productivity Day, observed on 12th February in India, highlights the importance of enhancing productivity, efficiency, and quality in all sectors of the economy for sustainable national development. The day emphasizes better work practices, innovation, and skill development, and optimal use of resources to improve organizational performance and individual effectiveness. It also serves as a reminder that productivity is closely linked to competitiveness, economic growth, and improved standards of living, encouraging citizens to adopt a positive work culture and continuous improvement mindset. Today is National Lost Penny Day. National Lost Penny Day, observed on 12th February, is a light-hearted occasion that encourages people to notice and appreciate the small, often overlooked moments in daily life, traditionally linked to the idea that finding a lost penny brings good luck. The day symbolizes optimism, mindfulness, and valuing even the tiniest gains. It serves as a gentle reminder that small things can carry meaning, positivity, and joy, and that a simple change in perspective can turn something insignificant into a moment of happiness. Today is National Freedom to Marry Day. National Freedom to Marry Day, observed on 12th February, celebrates the fundamental right of individuals to marry their partner of their choice, regardless of gender, background, or identity. Identity. The day emphasizes equality, personal freedom, and the importance of love and commitment in a just and inclusive society. It also serves as a reminder of ongoing efforts worldwide to protect marriage rights, promote dignity, and ensure that legal and social barriers do not restrict an individual's freedom to choose whom to marry. Today is Safety Pup Day. Safety Pup Day, observed on 12th February, is a fun and educational occasion dedicated to promoting safety awareness among children through the friendly symbol of a safety pup. The day focuses on teaching essential safety habits such as road safety, fire prevention, personal awareness, and emergency preparedness in an engaging and age-appropriate way. By using mascots, stories, and activities, Safety Pup Day helps children learn how to stay safe while encouraging parents, teachers, and communities to reinforce responsible behavior, making safety education both memorable and effective. Today is Georgia Day. Georgia Day is observed on 12th February to commemorate the founding of the U.S. state of Georgia in 1733 by James Oglethorpe and the first group of settlers. The day honors Georgia's rich history, cultural heritage, and journey from its early colonial beginnings to its growth as a vibrant and diverse state. Celebrations often include educational programs, historical reflections, and community events that highlight Georgia's contributions to American history and its enduring spirit. Today is Giving Hearts Day. Giving Hearts Day is a charitable celebration observed on the second Thursday of February, dedicated to encouraging generosity, compassion, and community support through acts of giving. The day brings together individuals, organizations, and businesses to contribute to non-profit causes, support those in need, and strengthen social bonds. Giving Hearts Day highlights the power of collective kindness, reminding us that even small contributions can create a meaningful impact and foster a culture of empathy, gratitude, and shared responsibility in society. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Abraham Lincoln, 12th February 1809 to 15th April 1865. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, is remembered for his extraordinary leadership during one of the nation's most critical periods, the American Civil War. He successfully preserved the Union, preventing the permanent division of the United States, and led the defeat of the Confederate States. One of his greatest achievements was issuing the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, which declared freedom for enslaved people in the rebelling states and transformed the moral purpose of the war. Lincoln further cemented his legacy by championing the 13th Amendment, which permanently abolished slavery in the United States in 1865. His Gettysburg Address became one of the most iconic and influential speeches in world history. redefining democratic ideals of equality and freedom. As the first Republican president, he reshaped American politics and strengthened federal authority. He skillfully managed military strategy, selected key generals, and enforced the naval blockade that weakened the Confederacy. Re-elected in 1864, he demonstrated the nation's confidence in his leadership even amid war. Lincoln's efforts to promote reconciliation through Reconstruction reflected his vision of national healing. Although assassinated in office, he is widely honored as a national hero and martyr, consistently ranked among the greatest US presidents for preserving the Union and ending slavery. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Charles Robert Darwin, 12th February 1809 to 19th April 1882. Charles Robert Darwin was one of the most influential scientists in history, whose greatest achievement was formulating the theory of evolution by natural selection, fundamentally transforming biological science. Through his 5-year voyage on HMS Beagle, 1831 to 1836, he made pioneering geological and biological observations that reshaped understanding of Earth and life. His landmark book on the origin of species, 1859, provided compelling evidence for evolution and established evolutionary descent with modifications as the foundations of modern biology. Darwin jointly presented the theory of natural selection with Alfred Russel Wallace to the Linnean Society of London in 1858, marking a turning point in scientific thought. His early scientific works, including the structure and distribution of coral reefs, 1842, and extensive studies on barnacles, earned him the prestigious Royal Medal in 1853. He further advanced science through influential works on human evolution, sexual selection, plant biology, and animal behavior. Darwin's research unified diverse biological disciplines under a single explanatory framework. By the late 19th century, evolution was widely accepted as fact within the scientific community. In recognition of his immense contributions, Darwin was honored with burial in Westminster Abbey, reflecting his enduring global legacy. Today is birth anniversary of Swami Dayanand Saraswati, 12th February 1824 to 30th October 1883. Swami Dayanand Saraswati was a renowned Indian philosopher, social reformer, and founder of the Arya Samaj, a movement dedicated to reviving Vedic knowledge and promoting social reforms such as education, women's rights, and the abolition of caste discrimination. He advocated for monotheism, rational thinking, and the rejection of idolatry, emphasizing a return to the teachings of the Vedas. Swami Dayanand played a pivotal role in inspiring the Indian freedom movement and fostering modern education in India. His seminal work, the Saptatropas, The Light of Truth, outlines his vision for a just and enlightened society. Though he did not receive formal awards during his lifetime, his legacy has been honored posthumously through numerous institutions, schools, and scholarships established in his name. He is remembered as a visionary thinker whose teachings will continue to influence religious and social reforms. Swami Dayanand's emphasis on truth, education, and equality has made him an enduring symbol of moral and intellectual leadership in India. His contributions to Indian society are celebrated annually by Arya Samaj followers and educational institutions. Today is the death anniversary of Mr. Soren Peter Lorentz Sorensen, 9th January 1868 to 12th February 1939. S.P.L. Sorensen, Soren Peter Lorentz Sorensen, was a renowned Danish chemist best known for introducing the pH scale in 1909, a fundamental concept used worldwide to measure acidity and alkalinity. His work revolutionized analytical chemistry, biochemistry, medicine, agriculture, and environmental science. Sorensen conducted most of his research at the Carlsberg Laboratory in Copenhagen, where he made major contributions to protein chemistry and enzyme studies. The pH scale became one of the most important scientific tools ever developed, essential to laboratories across disciplines. He published influential scientific papers that shaped modern chemical measurement standards. Although he did not receive a Nobel Prize, his work was widely recognized and is respected internationally. Sorensen received numerous honors, including honorary doctorates and prestigious scientific memberships. He was elected a foreign member of leading scientific academies, including the Royal Society. His contributions laid the foundations for modern biochemical analysis. S.P.L. Sorensen is remembered as one of the most influential chemists in scientific history. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Charles Freer Andrews, 12th February 1871 to 5th April 1940. Charles Freer Andrews was a remarkable Christian missionary, social reformer, and freedom struggle ally, whose greatest achievements lay in his lifelong service to justice, equality, and India's independence movement. He played a decisive role in persuading Mahatma Gandhi to return from South Africa to India in 1915, shaping the future course of the freedom struggle. Andrews earned deep respect from Indians, receiving the honorific Dinabandhu, Friend of the Poor, from Gandhi and students of St. Stephen's College, and was affectionately called Christ's faithful apostle. A distinguished scholar, he won the Carus Greek Testament Prize 1895 and became a Fellow of Pembroke College, Cambridge. As an educator at St. Stephen's College, Delhi, he supported Indian political aspirations and meditated labor disputes, including the Madras Cotton Workers' Strike. He served as president of the All India Trade Union Congress in 1925 and 1927. Andrews played a key role in exposing abuses of indentured Indian labor in Fiji, contributing directly to the abolition of the indenture system in 1920. He actively supported social reform movements, including the fight against untouchability and the Bhaikom Satyagraha, and assisted B.R. Ambedkar in articulating Dalit demands. Internationally respected, he accompanied Gandhi to the Round Table Conference in London and helped arrange Gandhi's visits abroad. It is the birth anniversary of Mr. Julian Seymour Squinger, 12 February 1918 to 16 July 1994. Julian Seymour Squinger was one of the most influential theoretical physicists of the 20th century, whose work laid much of the foundations of modern quantum field theory. His greatest formal recognitions came with the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1965, shared with Richard Feynman and Shinichiro Tomonaga for his fundamental contributions to quantum electrodynamics (QED). He earlier received the inaugural Albert Einstein Award in 1951 and the National Medal of Science in 1964, reflecting the profound impact of his theoretical insights. Springer developed relativistically invariant perturbation theory, achieved the first successful renormalization of QED, and precisely calculated the electron's anomalous magnetic moment. He introduced groundbreaking concepts such as the Springer effect, Springer terms, the scale 3 by 2, radical Springer equation, and the theory of multiple neutrinos. His work also included the first electroweak gauge model and the Springer model, the earliest example of confinement in quantum field theory. A legendary teacher, he supervised 73 PhD students, four of whom later won Nobel Prizes. Springer held prestigious academic positions at Harvard University and UCLA, shaping generations of physicists. His achievements earned him numerous honorary doctorates and the Golden Plate Award of the American Academy of Achievement, 1987. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Subhas Mukhopadhyay, 12 February 1919 to 8 July 2003. Subhas Mukhopadhyay was one of the towering figures of 20th century Bengali literature, celebrated for giving a powerful, people-centric voice to modern poetry and earning the epithet Padatik Kavi, foot soldier poet. His devout poetry collection Padatik 1940 is widely regarded as a landmark in modern Bengali poetry for its radical break from earlier literary traditions. Over a long and prolific career, he enriched Bengali literature through poetry, novels, essays, travelogues, journalism, children's literature, and translation, including acclaimed Bengali translations of Najim Hikmet's works. He played a significant cultural role as editor of the prestigious literary journal Porichai and co-edited the renowned children's magazine Sandesh with Satyajit Ray. In recognition of his literary excellence, he received the Sahitya Academy Award in 1964 for Jato Durei Jai. His lifetime contributions to Indian literature was further honored with the Jnanpith Award in 1991. the country's highest literary distinction. In 2003, the Government of India conferred him the Padma Bhushan, acknowledging his immense contributions to Indian literature. His poetry, rooted in social conscience and later enriched with lyricism and allegory, continues to influence generations, and his legacy was further strengthened by the English translation whose day is breaking, which introduced his work to a global leadership. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Press for like, subscribe, and share.